heck happened there? It is. I don't know what happened. It is Friday, April 3rd, 2021, here with your live show, live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Of course, giving out tons of free picks. We try to win them all. We don't always win them all, that's for sure. Our best bets are always our premium picks. Of course, I also do individual pick videos on just about every game out there. Not them all, but a lot of them. So you can always check those out. And, you know, if you have picks and stuff, the place to do that is in the comments. In the chat of the video, that kind of goes away, you know, once the show is over. And, of course, we love the chat. We love the banter. I love reading most of your guys' comments. But, you know, like I said, that stuff kind of goes away. But anyways, of course, you know, I'm Mitch from Pick Dogs. It looks like the notifications were late, and this is our live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year, giving out free picks. So really excited. Baseball season started. I got roasted out of the gate, but I am not concerned about that. I was on the wrong side of every comeback. It's the way that it happens. We call it Lahaina Mango here in Hawaii, and I think you might have seen it, and Brian, I know he's seen this as well. Some cappers, they start the season gangbusters, right? It's mango season. We call it Lahaina Mango here in Hawaii, where it's like the mango comes out, right? The first one, it's like this beautiful mango. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's like all the mangoes come out and you can't even keep up with it, and it's like they just fall to the ground. It's just a rotted mess, you know. And that's basically, so it's like we call it the Lahaina Mango. It's like in golf when you birdie the first hole and you're playing skins with your buddies, and it's like you birdie the first hole or eagle, you know, and you win the skin right out of the gate, and everyone says Lahaina Mango because they know it's like you won that one, but it's probably gonna be 17-hole beatdown after that. And
I have a feeling I'm going to take books to town in baseball this year, but it's only 1 day. So.
Yeah, I think I am too, because I believe all the games that I lost, I was on the right side, and it was like, I mean, the bullpens, I missed. So I had the Giants, they were clearly ahead, and the bullpen, you know, gave up 6 runs in the 8th. Then I had the Twins. They were up 5-2 in the 9th and lost. I had the Padres on the run line. They gave up, you know, they were up big, gave up a bunch of runs, you know. So those 3, the only one that I was just dead to rights on was the A's, who just, it was tight the whole way, but they just couldn't get to, you know, to the Astros pitching. They got a bad strike call against them with runners on first and third, and they never recovered from it. You know, it was a hideous call against them, and they never recovered from it. And then the Astros, when the A's were doing their thing in the 7th and 8th, the Astros were able to put out the fire, and then they put the stamp on it. You know. They put the stamp on it with the big home runs there, back-to-backers to close it out. But I think that, you know, a lot of, like Brian said, a lot of games to be played. There's 2,600 games in a baseball season, in a 162-game season. We've played for 13. So, long way to go.
Long way to go.
I'll tell you, the only game that I came out short were the Marlins, and that was 1-0. It could have went the other way, but then I got lucky in the Phillies and Braves. And
I don't think you got lucky in that one. I think the Phillies won that game.
Well, when you get a guy on base and can't get it, they made some good plays in that game. Like they made a lot of good plays.
Both teams made a lot of good plays in the game. I watched all the games, and you know, the Phillies were in the lead in that game early, and the Braves caught them, you know, in typical Philly fashion. But the Phillies were able to get it in the end. And you know, if you're gonna win multiple games and be a contender, those are the games you have to win. You know, the White Sox.
I enjoyed more seeing the Dodgers lose yesterday and the Cubs. That was enjoyable. Seeing the big favorite Dodgers.
I think the cool thing about watching the Dodgers give up the 8 runs and get pounded was that, you know, it was like they still acted like that, you know, on TV, like the Dodgers were going to win the game somehow, you know, the whole way. It was like, oh, this is just a formality that Rockies are smacking the ball all over the park on them. How about the home run? Like, it's not. It's like, oh my God. I mean, I've never seen it before. It's like, that's the thing about baseball. Every game, something happens that you've never seen before. And, some of the same familiar closers, same guys that, that screwed us in the past. Colomay, I mean, how many times has this guy lost me money? What a jerk. What a jerk face. And then how about the oh man, which game was it? The other one that I lost. The Giants, right? So the guy, I mean, he just walked in the winning run. He walked in everybody on the bases loaded, and then he walked in the winning run. It's like, I don't understand it. It's like, why not? I'd rather go down on my ass, It's like the same thing. It's like, I way more respect a boxer who, gets knocked out and gave it all than a guy that ran the whole fight, and tried to tie it up and just went the distance. I way more respect the guy that just left it all out in the ring. And the same thing with these baseball pitchers. It's like, you walk these guys in, throw the frickin' ball over the plate, It's like,
yeah, let them hit it and see what happens.
Like, at worst case scenario, so the guy knocks it out of the park on you. So what? It's like, it's way better than just giving it to him. It's pathetic.
And handing it to him and let him walk right in.
I could do that.
Come on now.
I could do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I could do. People always say, "Oh yeah, you couldn't be a major league, whatever. You couldn't do this. You never." How about the guys who think that because they played a sport that they're a better handicapper than us? Those are always my favorite, right? You never even played baseball. It's like, I could do what that guy did. Trust me. I could roll the ball from the mound to the catcher. It's exactly the same thing as what that guy did. He didn't do anything more than that. That's all he did. It's pathetic, man. Pathetic. Anyways, it's a new day, and that's the beauty of sports. Wipe the slate clean. We've got NBA, we've got Major League Baseball, and we've got NHL. Hit my parlay video to start the baseball season, though, which was nice. And I think I might have hit my parlay here on the show, too.
I gave out a winning parlay.
I think I did, too.
I'll tell you.
I think all the games, and I went 2-0 in the YouTube premium as well.
Yeah,
So,
I shit the bed.
that happens.
Padres killed mine. Damn
That
Padres.
happens. That's true. Rod talked this guy into taking the Hornets. You talked him into it, Rod. You coerced him.
I'm surprised the Mets and Nats don't play today, just to make up they can.
No, it's a COVID stoppage, so this could be weeks. It could be weeks.
Weeks?
Remember? Yeah, like the Marlins last year. Remember, it was like weeks. And then they play these 7-inning doubleheaders. So it ends up being weird. We got the Raptors and the Warriors. This game flipped lines after I did my video. The Raptors opened at +2.5, and now they're -2. We got the Rockets and the Celtics. The Knickerbockers against the Dallas Mavericks. Line moved up in this game 0.5 point. And then we've got the Indiana Pacers against the Charlotte Hornets. Brian, any of these four gems?
I still need to add one more NBA play to my premium sheet today. I'm just not sure which one it's going to be. But as of those games you just named,
take the Rockets, man. Take the Rockets.
No, that's not. I'm not touching that one. But
11.5 points. Celtics are terrible, man. Don't even kid yourself. I mean, they stink.
I'm not saying I'm on Boston, but
did you see the defense that they tried on Luka the other night? I mean, what was that? I could do that too. With the Celtics, the defense that they played on the Mavericks and right before the end of the half, that in the second half of the second quarter, I could do that too. You know what it's called? Sitting down in the middle of the court. It's like they're like playing poker or something. I don't know what the hell they're doing. But they were given, you can't give an NBA player wide open threes, because they hit all of them. They hit like 10 in a row on them. It was like, stop.
I'm going to go with the New York Knickerbockers at home plus the 6 points. I think it's a solid free pick. This Knicks team is much improved. They're at home. To me, it's a 1, maybe 2 possession game. If you can get 5.5, 6, it should be good. And I'm going to lean towards taking the Hornets plus the points at the Pacers. Again, I think it comes down to who has the ball who has the ball last, and getting forward. The Hornets, they're a scrappy team. I think they could easily beat the Pacers outright.
55% of the bets on the Knicks, 35% of the money in that one too.
I know.
Things started. It's just just throwing it out there. I like it. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like the play. I believe in the video. I took the Knicks as well.
I need one more play. Just don't know which one of these couple that I'm going to add in.
Throw a little something.
Maybe Rod will help you. I'll steal it from him.
Throw a little something on. He might call you names.
One of you guys gave me a great total yesterday, the Dodgers and Rockies. I forget which one of the two helped me out on that one. But.
Me.
Yeah, I took the over. That was a good over.
Yeah, 70 degrees in Colorado. Yeah, it's harder. It's like, yeah, right. And they even took back a home run in that game.
I was a little worried because Kershaw looked all right the first couple innings, and
really good. The Dodgers, went through streaks last year where they lost on the road like crazy. I think that there are certain teams, and we'll get to baseball, that have some issues on the road and have traditionally had issues on the road, and they had issues on the road yesterday. It was opening day, though. It's opening day. It's a different animal, Anyways, Rod, what do you like here?
I'm actually going to take the Boston Celtics. I think they pound Houston here in this one. They only played each other. They played each other once this year, and Boston pounded them 134-107. And not long ago, it was March 14th. They played. So a couple weeks ago, they pounded them 134-107. I'm going to take Boston to pound them again. This looks like a good spot. I don't know how many times that Boston screwed me, but I'm going to go in there one more time.
Remember this number, Rod. When you see that money leaving your app, remember this number. Okay, just remember this number: 117-110. Okay, that was the score when they played the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, you lose 117-110 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I've lost all faith in you. Okay, it's pretty much over at that point. It's over.
We've seen teams lose to the Cavaliers and bounce back.
The Celtics have the Celtics that we've seen in even the games against the Bucks and these other games. This team falls way far behind and comes back. Very hard to cover 11.5 from there. I think the Celtics probably win this game in embarrassing fashion, but I think that they, embarrassing to them. But I think that I think what we've seen from the Celtics is they seem to take the first half of the game off. I just don't know if that's going to work against a, semi-pro NBA team. I get it, though. I mean, believe me, I'm not rushing to the window to take the Rockets.
I'm not rushing.
I have a little something on them. I mean,
I'm going to put a little something on.
That's what I do. I mean, this is the year of degenerate Mitch. Why not? It's like, should I put a little something on the Rockets money line? Why not?
And I'm going to go the other way in the Mavericks. Knicks. I think the Mavericks come in. They're playing the better basketball right now, just looking really solid. Knicks still have a few people with injuries and stuff dealing with that. I'm going to take the Mavericks, lay the points. I think they come in and get a nice win here in New York. And I ain't touching the Hornets. They burnt yesterday. They didn't even get off the bus.
I like the Rockets a lot in this one, and I like the Knicks too. Got the Grizzlies up against the Timberwolves. A little bit of odd line movement there, I would say. You got the Hawks and the Pelicans. So the Pelicans went from plus 1.5 to minus 1.5. I'm going to guess that means that Zion is playing, because I did the video saying that he wasn't going to play. He's questionable, and so is Ingram. Questionable. I tell you what, even if they do play, I still like the Hawks. I really don't even care. But the Bulls and the Jazz. So those three. Brian, any of those three?
Well, the Hawks are on the last game of an 8-game road trip, I think, and it's get out of town day off was it double overtime game yesterday? I know both teams are on a back-to-back. I just think the Pelicans are more desperate here, and I think they get it done. Although it was an embarrassing loss to Orlando yesterday.
So here was the angle why I think that Zion's not going to play, and I guess he is with the line inverting like this. But here was my thought process: is that when you look at the standings, that the Pelicans are 21-26, so they're 16 games back from the top. They're 4.5 games back from the Spurs, but a lot of teams they would need to jump to get there. Do you really want to risk the franchise for a game against the Hawks on a Friday night that's probably fairly meaningless? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
If it was LeBron, he wouldn't be playing, I'll tell you that much. And I don't know.
Yeah. I'm going to take the Pelicans in that spot.
You're going to lose.
And I like the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think that they're really – at first I like the Grizzlies when it was at 7. I see it's 6 in some spots. I think they're trying to sucker you in to take a Memphis. I'm not going to take those Grizzlies. I think they have a 4 or 5-point loss tonight. I think it's a tighter game. Memphis doesn't blow a lot of teams out. Yeah. So I'm going to take Minnesota and I'm going to take the Pelicans.
Back on March 22nd, you said Minnesota was a layup. You're going to go
They're not a layup. I wouldn't be caught on Memphis, so that's for sure.
March 22nd, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Brian, Minnesota
I also
layup.
said the Pittsburgh Pirates were going to be a layup yesterday, probably. I don't remember, but I have my winners and losers.
I like the way Brian slides in his winners. You know? What were your premium YouTube picks again?
Yeah, well, I should have just stuck to my guns and gave out one of my premium picks, but I wanted to get the guys, some other good action.
I'm the same way. I hit both my YouTube premiums. Hit them both. I like them. All right, doesn't matter. Rod, how about these 3 games?
For me, in those 3 games, I like the Hawks. There's just too many question marks for the Pelicans here. Ball might be out.
Ball's gone for the season.
He's questioned right now. He's got game time decision.
He's out for the season.
He's got a big old GTD right beside his name.
Let me see. I thought Lonzo Ball is gone for the season.
You might be thinking the other guy.
No, question ball, right? Yeah. Oh, the other ball is gone for the
other
season.
Ball. Yeah. The other guy. Yeah, he's from the Hornets. He's done for the year. He's done for the season. But Ingram, Zion, all these 3 guys are all in the. Who knows if they're going to play? I don't like that. I'll take the Hawks. Who knows who's going to play?
Got my balls confused. My balls are confused.
Oh, no.
And I'm going to take the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are going to come in and double-digit win over the Timberwolves. Just pound them. They're going to know the world hurt on a Friday night. You're going to see it in Memphis.
No way.
The Timberwolves are going to be like, throw in the towel.
Now I got to write that one down.
Throw in the towel. I like the Bulls against the Utah Jazz. The line's dropped a couple points here, but I still like the Bulls. I think that I know that since the trade deadline they've been terrible and we've been fading them, on a regular basis. But I just think that tonight's the night for them. I think they're going to put it together. It's like they have too much talent to be playing this badly, and generally they're a good road cover team to begin with.
See, I was thinking the Jazz because that line was so high, but
it's now dropped down to 1.5. It was 13.5, and now it's 12.
Yeah, Mitchell's questionable.
He's gonna play.
Yeah, because it would drop even lower.
It would drop. It would drop to like 4, and the Bulls would maybe.
Right. But Levine's also questionable too, so that's why it's hanging where it is. Just hang in there.
I like your Chicago Bulls, and I like the Hawks. I just like betting against the Pelicans. Can't help myself. We got the Thunder Buddies up against the Suns. The Blazers up against the Bucks. And the Sacktown Kings up against the Lakers. Rod, any of those three gems, or Brian?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Sacramento Kings. I'm back to fading the Lakers. I think the Kings just want and need this game more. They're at home. They're playing better basketball. I worry a little bit that it's a 3 or 4 point game, but I think the better play in this late window is the Sacramento Kings. I think they can cover this game against the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I like the Kings as well. And I don't think the Thunder. I think that's just too many points. I'll take the 13 points. I think it's just too many. Suns win by 10, not 13.
I like the Thunder. Thunder Buddies. I think it's just too many points. We go to... Oh, what are you selling today, Brian?
Well, off a 4-1 day, 13-6 last 19, up $8,330 last 30 days. Get my No Limit 3-pack. You get 1 NBA, 2 Major League Baseball for $40 at PickDogs.com. And the Major League Baseball pass is still up there for $4.95, so make sure you check that out.
How about you, Rod?
And for me, it's Steak Friday. I got 3 NBA players that I love, and I got a couple MLB that are good, and a nice 5-pack. Steak Friday 5-pack today. 3 NBA, 2 MLB. Loving these 5 players today. And kick off the weekend strong. Jump aboard. So we're picked out.
Let's see. We got the YouTube Premium, and I don't hear too many complaints about it. I guess when I hear a complaint, it's really bad, but I don't hear too many. Most of the people seem to be pretty happy with it. So check it out. We got a link in the description of this show. I think it's one of those things that no matter what you do, I mean, even when I do just the free pick videos, it's like, there's always going to be squeaky wheels, right? There's always going to be squeaky wheels. And you guys know those always hit me the hardest, right? I'm terrible at it, right? You shouldn't react to these people. Right? It's like you guys just give me such a hard time about it. It hurts, It hurts it's like I'm a real person, It hurts my feelings, It's like these people, they don't know me, It's like, I'm the guy that puts everybody way before myself. And it's like, you get comments like that. It hurts, man. It hurts a lot. But and the ones that I react to, there's like 1 out of 1,000. That's how many there are. But I think if the YouTube Premium wasn't as good a deal as it is, I think you would hear about it, for sure. And I think, it is the best deal out there. It's such a good deal that I know by football season, the prices will have to go up. It doesn't even make, at this, I don't know if we can continue at this price. I'll have to see. I have like some business people I have to talk to about figuring this stuff out, because it's like, I don't know, they'll figure it out for me. Let them decide, because I'm not good at that stuff. I'm good at this, sitting here talking about sports. Anyways, check out the YouTube Premium. I was 2-0 yesterday in that.
I went 1-0.
0-2.
Nice job, Brian.
I don't know how.
Yesterday, Rod misstated his record on the show. He said he was 1-1, but he was 0-2.
Yeah, my bad. I was totally 0-2 yesterday.
Yep, I
thought it was 1-1. I totally missed.
Crap ton of emails about it. Thanks, Rod, for the extra work. Appreciate it.
My bad, sorry.
Appreciate it. All right, Major League Baseball action. Boston Red Sox and Baltimore Orioles going to give it another shot. Looked like it was about 37 degrees in Boston yesterday. I checked the temperature today. We got the Marlins and the Rays, the Rockies and the Dodgers Part 2, and the White Sox Angels Part 2. Brian, who do you like?
Well, yesterday I thought the Baltimore Orioles were the best value on the board, or one of the best values, and no reason for me to change my mind here. Still looks like a great value. With Means, I think he's a better pitcher than Evaldi, and I also like the under 9.5 for less of a bet. With these cold temperatures, I know the pitching for both teams lacks substance, but for me anyway, the best value on the board today is the Baltimore Orioles at plus 160. I think they should win this game outright.
36 degrees in Boston, but it is partly sunny. Rod?
And for me, I agree. I'm going to take a shot with the Orioles as well. Not a big Eovaldi fan. So I think the Orioles get a nice win to kick off the year. I'll take a shot with the Rockies again. Sure, why not? I know Bauer's on the mound, but doesn't mean he can be human and get touched. I like the under in that game more than a side though. Give me the under. I don't think we're going to get 12 or 13 runs like we did last night. No, not as many. Give me the under in that one.
Man, how square is the Dodgers today? Holy moly! You gotta get a whole 6-pack of Filet-O-Fishes in that one.
Because Bauer's on the hill.
Lord have mercy.
So we got I like the Orioles too in that one against the Red Sox. I liked them yesterday. I like them today. I also like the over in that game. Eovaldi is not that bad. I just don't know how far he can go. And then you get into that Red Sox bullpen. The thing about Eovaldi that you have to remember is that he does throw the ball 683 miles an hour. He does throw extremely hard, man. Extremely.
Did you see
fast.
his spring training numbers? They were pretty atrocious.
Well, the problem with the guys that throw extremely hard like that is that any Major League Baseball hitter can hit a fastball. You got to have something else. And the thing about Eovaldi is, he throws so hard he hurts himself.
Yeah, I think this line should be minus 140, minus 135. I think it's way too high on the Red Sox.
So, I'm one of these guys that watch a ton of games. I showed you guys my house. Those are the guys that hadn't seen it before. If you watched our halftime of that UCLA game, it was one of these games, USC, Oregon or something. I did it outside, and then I showed everybody my house. So you see all my TVs and everything. So I watched tons of games. And so I know that Dallas Keuchel is a fast starter to seasons. He's like, some pitchers are not fast starters and some are. And Dallas Keuchel is. He is a fast starter. And Andrew Heaney's a bum. So I'm taking the White Sox there.
That number doesn't worry you at all? I mean, the betting and the action in that game?
Not one bit. Not one bit. Not one small bit. Betting action didn't mean anything yesterday.
What are you talking about?
I
don't agree with you on that one, but we'll see.
We will see. I'm a homer. White Sox are my team. I'm sticking with it. We're finally good. But I did.
That's true.
My wife did hear me say a few times yesterday, why the hell do they always do that? She's like, why do you always bet on them?
Phillies game.
She's like, because she's been hearing this like ever since we've been married. It's like, why do they always do that? I mean, I'll tell you, there was no rougher time as a White Sox fan than when Mark Kotsay was our DH. It's like, I mean, how rock bottom do you have to be, for Mark Kotsay? If Mark Kotsay's your DH, if that's the guy who's like your hitter for hire, you're not going anywhere. I got news for you. It's like basically waving the white flag. Remember Mark Kotsay, Brian? You're a fantasy guy.
Marcotte.
Yeah.
I remember the name. I'm trying to think of what other teams he was on besides the White Sox.
Exactly.
Blue Jays, maybe. Oh.
And then they brought Adam Dunn in to be the DH. He batted about 140. Todd Frazier, batted
Austin
about
Kearns,
160. It hasn't always been easy being a White Sox fan. I'll tell you that much. It's been some rough days out there.
Not today might be a rough one.
I don't think so. Keuchel is great. He is a fast starter to the season, man. He'll be dealing. He's going to be super tough. The White Sox were winning yesterday. They let it get away from them. I mean, they were winning. Got the A's against the Astros. You call them the Athletics or the A's? I call them the A's.
A's.
They kind of go by athletics, right? It's but they're really the A's. San Diego Padres. Blake Snell's in town. Ready to deal. Kelly's not bad, but he's not Blake Snell. And then how about this one? My guy, Johnny Cueto, up against, right? And I always bet Cueto. You don't even have to ask, right? I bet Cueto every single time. Cueto up against Kikuchi. The problem for San Francisco is that bullpen again. Oh, my God. My God. That was really... I'd say Colomé for the Twins and the San Francisco bullpen were just, hideous. And, the Padres middle relief for all the money that they spend. What the hell's going on there? Any of these three, Brian?
Yeah, I like Luzardo and the Oakland A's to bounce back. I don't mind paying that little bit of juice. They lost yesterday. I just don't see them starting out 0-2. And I think there's a lot of value with the Giants plus money with Johnny Cueto. I think the Giants blew that game yesterday. They got a bad taste in their mouth. So I'll take that plus money in the Giants. I think they bounce back.
They blew it and got a bad taste in their mouth. Rod.
For me, I like the over in the Houston and the Astros and Athletics. We got Luzardo, whose ERA last year was a 4, and you got Xavier, whose his ERA was over 3.
Javier.
So,
Javier.
Yeah, Javier. His was almost a 4-2, so give me the over in that one. I think we can get enough runs. And I'm going to take a shot. Give me Arizona. I know Schnell's on the mound, but I think we have a pitcher's duel the first 5, and then we've seen what the Padres' middle relief does. So I think Arizona, they can put up numbers if they get hitting. So I'll take a shot with the Diamondbacks. It's double your money, almost 2 times your money on that. Nice value there. And I'll take the under 8.5 in the Giants and Mariners. I think Cueto goes along. He pitches a good solid 5-6 innings. I'm worried about Kikuchi and his. We've seen what he can do. But he was solid getting at the end of the last year. He's pitched some solid times. So I like the under 8.5 on that one.
All right. Exciting stuff. Leads us into NHL. Got the Devils and the Caps, the Jets, Jets, and the Maple Leafs, and the Edmonton Oilers against the Calgary Flames. Brian, who are you skating with today?
It's just the very slightest of leans, just to have some action. I like the Toronto Maple Leafs today, laying some juice, and I really like the Calgary Flames plus 1
I knew you were
against the
saying
Oilers.
That.
I like me and America. Calgary are really big Flames fans, and they gotta start winning. They have a talented roster, and I think there's some value at plus 130.
Gonna get smoked, Rod.
Yeah, smoked. Yeah, I'm gonna
get
take the
smoked.
Oilers on the puck line at home here.
Double puck line.
They're just gonna smoke the Flames.
Double puck line.
I think we both lose that one. I think it's a 1 goal game.
All right, well then I'll just play a money line. I've got no problem. Matter of fact, I'll take the reverse puck line at plus 1.5 and charge double.
Oh, I wonder what he had.
And I like the Jets.
I'm sure he had the
Jets.
Yankees plus 1.5.
Jets. Give me the Jets. At home, nice plus money with the Jets at home. I know the Leafs won the other day 3-1, but time for the Jets to come out a little ornery and get themselves a win. I like the Jets here at home.
The Jets are ornery.
They do. They are an ornery team. Watch out. They're going to hit some Leafs.
I kind of like the Caps here against the Devils. They let me down the other day against the Rangers, so they owe me one. They're due. Come on in. You're due. You got St. Louis. What?
He had a too good to be true blockbuster on a minus 175 plus 1.5 puck line. That's terrible.
Too good to be true.
Too good to be true. Till you open it up.
Too good to be true. Got the Avalanche against the Blues, the Ducks against the Desert Dogs, and the Kings against the Sharks.
For me, I think I've adopted the Ducks as one of my favorite hockey teams. I don't take them all the time, but this looks like a value spot here at home against it's a small sample, but I see a ton of action coming in the Arizona Coyotes. I think Ducks can take this game 3-2, 2-1. I like them here at home. Nice home dog on a Friday.
Brian's a Donald Duck guy.
Yep.
Donald Duck. He's a duck guy.
For me, I'm going to take Colorado minus the on the puck line here. St. Louis has just looked awful. 2-5-3 in their last 10 games, and the Avs are 8-0-1-1. They're just rolling. They whooped team up 9-1 the other day. I think Colorado's going to win the Stanley Cup this year, but the way they play, they're just solid. I'm going to take the Avs on the puck line. I'm going to take Arizona and the Ducks under. Two teams that don't score a whole heck of a lot of goals. Give me the under in that one. And I'm going to go the other way. I like the Sharks and the Kings to go over the total, as we're going to get some goals on that one. I think a 4-2 final in the Sharks and the Kings.
Not sure. I'm just not sure.
So who's your Mitch Pucks play tonight?
Kings. Kings against the Sharks. Mitchie Pucks. I also did an NHL parlay video. Figured I'd just do parlays in all the sports. Everyone loves those parlay videos, so it's like, what the hell? I'm already doing 25 videos a day. Why not make it 27? just all the sports I'll do parlays. So those are available on our YouTube channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know who you like. Anyways, that brings us to our parlay section. Rod, who do you like?
I'm going to take a big doggies. Is what I'm going to take today. I'm going to take the Orioles on the money line. I'm going to take the Rockies on the money line. I'm going to take the Jets on the money line. Parlay those three up. Big Friday dog parlay.
Brian?
I got the Hornets plus the points, the Minnesota Timberwolves plus the points, and the Oakland A's plus the points. Oakland A's on the money line.
I'm going to do a 3-sport parlay. Kings, White Sox, Houston Rockets. 3-sport. You can do those on the parlay calculator at pickdogs.com. Put them all together. You can do cross sport. You can do whatever. I haven't really done the parlay calculator on the site recently. Maybe I'll start doing that as well. Again, on the videos, since I've got so much free time. Did get some suggestions, emails. They're always like, you should do this and do this. Like, I have like all of this time. It's like, I don't think you understand. It's like, I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night, and I get seriously an hour during the day at the most. I don't even play golf anymore. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us make sure it's a great day. Check out our YouTube Premium. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. Takes you half a second, helps us a ton. We appreciate each and every one of you. We've got a good, solid show on the drive-through tonight, so be sure to check that out. And, of course, I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow. Have a great day.